appropriately set up with a retro intro there, you find us in the disaster zone for the I Told You So edition. And there's going to be a quick cutaway to one of the first Bloke in a Pubs we did for 7, where we talked about that he might be back. Yes, and there you go. As I say, we told you. And it really actually does look as if Donald Trump is the prime contender to become the Republican candidate and once again be making a run for the Oval Office and the presidency in November of this year. Quite unbelievably, actually, but there you go. So the question is then, why should we care? Why is this important? And what does this mean for investors? The reason we should care is that the US is the biggest single economy in the world, and the decisions that are made in the White House will ramify globally on that basis. They'll also ramify on the basis that most global trade is conducted in dollars. And so the level of security and confidence that the world has in the US economy and the currency through the Federal Reserve make a big difference. On top of that, the US is the most powerful country in the world. And the decisions that will be made in the White House, for example, about Ukraine, about the Middle East, and made by a decision by the presidency when the world very much seems to be on fire, could also have huge ramifications. So lots of reasons that we should be interested in what's going on across the pond. In terms of how it could affect us as investors, well, when there's going to be uncertainty about who's going to be sitting behind the Oval Office and what decisions they might make about whether they will or will not support Ukraine, or what's going to go in the Middle East, or how the economy is going to be run, the board is going to be run in the States, will make a difference to how confident markets feel. So if they're not confident, we might expect greater volatility. On the other hand, if you have a president who likes tax cuts for companies and for individuals, that could be supportive of stock markets. So lots to think about. Hasn't happened yet, but be prepared for a bumpy ride. And on that note, we'll see you next time.